Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Work Wednesdays. Obviously, this is not the same scenery you're used to looking at. So, if you're new to my channel, my name is Graylan Stewart. I'm an entrepreneur and virtual wholesaler. We wholesale nationwide. We also flip from 800 miles away, and we buy and hold as well. So, I'm in a hotel room, obviously, today. So, I actually just flew into Oklahoma City last night. So I spent a couple of days in Columbus, Ohio with an event there, which was good information. I'm always learning, always trying to better myself, get little nuggets from different people. I always think that's important. You can always keep growing and keep moving and scaling up, right? Because nobody has all the answers. We can all learn from each other. That's kind of my 2 cents at least. So I'm in Oklahoma City representing with this Oklahoma City University t-shirt. My daughter plays basketball there, so I'm actually in town just for a couple of days because she moves back into the dorms this year today. So she's actually a sophomore. She plays basketball there, so that's exciting. But anyway, she wanted me to be here when she moved in again, so that's cool. I try to do anything I can for my kids. So that's why I'm in Oklahoma City right now. But it's also kind of cool because this is exactly where all of my rentals are in Oklahoma. Of course, I own in 10 different counties here, so I'm kind of all over Oklahoma, but the majority of them are in the Oklahoma City metro area. So that'd be cool. I don't ever check on those, and I'm not going to, but I do have, let me think. 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 flips actually. Yeah, 5 flips going right now. So I won't have time to drive to all of them probably because I'm only here. So I'm here today, Wednesday. I'm spending all day with my daughter to help her move in, and then my son also goes to school here. He's a year ahead of her, so he's a junior in college, and so I'll probably take them both to dinner tonight, most likely. So anyways, I'm really only here working for Thursday and Friday, and I fly back home to Denver Friday night. So, but anyways, I'm definitely going to check on one of our projects that I've actually done a video on, just kind of an update video of this flip. It's like this close to being done. It's so close. So I'm really excited to go see that because I'm really hoping. What's crazy is it's rained a ton in Oklahoma this year for some reason. Of course, I haven't experienced it. I just hear about it. My contractor's like, yeah, we can't paint exterior again because it's raining again, and then by the time it dries out, good enough for them to paint, it's raining again. So it's kind of weird anomaly, I guess. But hopefully it's almost done. I think we're just kind of in the blue tape stages to where you're just doing the punch list of little minor things that need to be fixed up, which is cool. So I will tell you about one thing. I actually had an offer on this house already. So my contractor's wife, she hangs out on the job site a lot because she helps them out or whatever, managing the guys or whatever she does. I'm not even sure, but she grooms dogs on the side of it in Italy. And there's a lady that met them at the job site to just drop her dog off to her, I guess. Anyways, the lady fell in love with the house because it's awesome. It's going to be a nice place. So a little backstory on the house. Our budget was like 20 grand on this house, materials and labor, everything, and we're already at like 47,000 I think on this spend. I mean, it turned into like a full gut rehab, and we added on rooms and a bathroom and all kinds of crazy. Added on a front covered porch with the roof that lined up with the rest of the roof. Added on a back porch as well. Didn't cover that, but yeah, it's a huge project. And now, since we added all this weight on the second story, the house is starting to slightly dip and shift. So I got a foundation company out there. That's going to be like 10 grand to fix that. And he's like 27 piers and like 15 beams. I mean, it's crazy, but it is what it is, because at the same time, the house is going to be worth way more than I'm into it for. I mean, we should definitely make 80 to 100 grand on the deal when it's all done. But so back to the story. So my contractor's wife grooms dogs. A lady dropped the dog off at the job site because that's where she was. She fell in love with the house, wanted to buy it. We don't even have a price on it yet. So I bought it for 30 grand. I've put like 47 or so into it. So I'm in it for about 77,000 right now. And then now I'm going to add 10,000 for the foundation, so 87. So I'll be all in for 87, and I think we can list it for 199, just based on the comps, and the market's super hot, and it's like acre and a half, kind of out in the country a little bit. So super desirable, and it's 1,500 square feet, 3 full bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. It's got a little office nook upstairs that we made, open floor plan that used to be closed off, and it's actually like a 2015 original build anyways, but it was just a smaller house. We added a big one of those old school like wood burning furnaces, you know. So anyways, it's gonna be cool. So the lady fell in love with it. Her husband loved it too, but evidently the money behind them is their dad. So he's the one that's actually going to finance the deal. So he actually called me while I was in Columbus yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I think. And he was like, well, evidently they were negotiating. They're like, we don't even know what the price is. Let me ask him. So she's like texting me like, what is the price on this place? We just need a firm price to tell people. So I told her like, you know, I'd probably list it for $199, you know, with my realtor. But if they want it, you know, we'll do it for $190, you know, since I don't have to list it and go through all the hassle of all of that. I told him $190. So anyways, like literally like 30 seconds later, she's like, they countered at $170. I'm like, wow, we're actually negotiating, I guess. So anyways, I was like, well, I won't ever let it go for $170 because I know I can probably list it for $199 and maybe even sell it for higher than that, just because the market's still hot. Even though it has slowed down a little bit, it hasn't really slowed down. It's just more leveled off, and I think that's mostly because of, you know, people were on vacations. Now they're getting back into school, but I think people are going to be looking again. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink. Diet Coke is my favorite drink, by the way. They should actually sponsor me because it is definitely my favorite drink. I drink this and water only, pretty much. I even have a mouse pad Diet Coke. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, hold on. So I told the guy, like, because he ended up calling me, because she's like, he wants to talk to you about the price. So he called me, and I told him that basically, you know, I won't sell it for $170. You know, I'm like, I'm definitely willing to negotiate, but I'm going to list it for $199. Anyway, he basically belittled me and told me how crazy I was and said it's probably not even worth $150. I'm willing to give you $170. You know, the market is not great. Nobody wants to live out in the country. You know, all these things, like he's a real estate expert. And of course, I was defensive. I'm like, hey man, I mean, I flip 10 to 15 houses a month. I think I'm more qualified and know more about the market than what you do. I do this all day, every day. You know what I mean? So he was like, well, you know, he was just real rude to me. He was just like, well, when it doesn't sell and it just sits there for 6 months, you can call me and I'll buy it for $170. I'm like, well, it won't sit there and I won't call you. And I hung up on him. It's pretty rude, I guess, but you know, I can be probably rough around the edges, and I'm basically completely transparent and straight to the point typically. So that was just my gut reaction. I kind of regret it now because we weren't too far apart. I mean, I'm at 190. I came to 190 at least, and he's at 170. I mean, I would definitely probably sell it for 180 if he would meet me there. So I don't know, man. I'm thinking about potentially calling him back to apologize, like, hey, we got off on the wrong foot or something like that. I don't know. Drop me a comment. What do y'all think? Should I try to smooth it over and actually get this guy? Because this is I mean, he's ready to buy it. The daughter and son-in-law love it, evidently, and I don't have to list it at all. The house is not even done, and they're ready to buy it, like put it into escrow and do that whole thing. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I actually call him back? Because I've got a buyer on the hook. I mean, even technically, 170 is not the worst case scenario. Because to be honest, like I said, this has gone way over budget, way over time. I mean, we've gone over 2 months now. So I've held this house longer than I've held any other house before, which the holding costs aren't a ton. But even that, I mean, it's still $400 to $500 a month probably, which isn't terrible. Which I'm okay with holding things because when they cost that kind of money, you know, it's not that big a deal. But at the same time, I need to get it off on books because I've got a ton of my own cash into it. Literally like 47 grand of my own cash. like I did use a private lender. No, I take that back. I've got like 27 of my own cash because I used a private lender and got 50 because 30 paid for the house, and I ended up getting like 17 or so after closing. So I guess I do have around 30 or so of my own cash in it, but nevertheless, I'd love to get off my books, just to get it sold, get the cash back, make the 70, 80, 90, potentially 100 grand profit. If I took this guy's deal, it'd be pretty close to 100. It'd be like, probably after closing and stuff, it'd be around 90. I mean, that's probably the smart thing to do, I'm guessing, but I don't know. It may be too late now. I don't want to sound desperate like I need him, because he'll probably be stuck at 170, calling them back now, I'm guessing. But anyways, so it's a crazy work Wednesdays. It's just a vlog, as you guys know if you watch my channel at all, on Wednesdays especially. But yeah, mainly here because my daughter wanted me to be here when she moved in, so I'm helping her move in. And then obviously I'm checking on my flips. We've got literally 3 of them just sitting there, because my one contractor that I actually trust, I know he does a good job. Keep in mind I'm 800 miles away. It's not like I just want anybody in these places. So I'm okay with holding these, for a little bit, because one of them I'm actually gonna probably just hotel. It's a burnout. I don't do burnouts anyways. I only bought it because I got it for dirt cheap from a wholesaler. So I bought that like last month. I just hadn't had time to even tell my dispo manager about it. Like, nobody even knows I bought this. Like, it's not in our system or anything. I just bought it from a wholesaler. So I need to put it in our system so my dispo manager can actually just get on the MLS, because I could probably, that's an ARV of like 125, and that's in Lawton, Oklahoma, and I paid like $5 grand, so I'm in it for like 6,800 with closing and everything. So I mean, that's a slam dunk. I could probably put on the MLS for 35, maybe 40. I'm confident that I could at least sell it for 20 to 25. So it's a healthy wholesale fee. If anything else, 15 to 20. So that's probably what I'll do on that. And then I've got another one that it literally just needs carpet and paint. But I am going to paint the exterior brick just so it looks kind of modern. It'll take it from that 70s, 80s look to the 2021, kind of look. So that'll be cool. But that literally will take like a week. So as soon as he's done on this big project that we've been working on, man, it seems like forever, for 3 or 4 months now, I think. Once that's finished, I'll send him to that house. That'll be a quick deal, 2 weeks tops, but should be able to do it in a week if it's all done right. And then we've got another kind of a big project in northwest Oklahoma City. It's in like a really hot area called Military Park, if any of you are from there or know Oklahoma City. That's one of the most sought out areas in town. Super hot flip area, like the whole area is getting regentrified. So it's going to be cool. We're going to obviously make it super nice so we can get top dollar for it. I bought that house for 103. I'll probably put 40 to 50 into it, so I'll be in it for I'm already in it for 105 with closing, so I'll end up being in it for probably 150, best case scenario, maybe up to 160. But I think I could get probably 225-ish out of that deal, just because of where it is more than anything. It is like a 2-bedroom. It's 3, but you got a walk-through room to get to it. My contractor's already walked it with me when I was here last time, like 2 months ago. That's crazy. It's been sitting for 2 months, but I think that we figured out a way to actually make it. So right now it's 2 bedrooms, sort of 3, because you walk through a bedroom and 1 bath. But we figured out a way to make it actual 3 bedrooms, open concept, kitchen, living room, and 2 full bathrooms, one of which is an ensuite master bathroom. So I think that'll turn out good. But anyways, that's my agenda for the week while I'm here, and that's really it, guys. So I'll be flying back home on Friday. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you, but definitely drop me a comment. Give me your thoughts on that house. That should I call that potential buyer back and kind of smooth it over to see if he'll negotiate up a little bit. I mean, even if he goes to 175, I'd be super happy with that. But if I can get him to 170, 175, I mean, I think that'd be a win for him and me. So anyways, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Please smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.